But let's say, oh, I'm surprised by this one. This is an interesting one. Let's suppose nothing is green in our world. Or more accurately, everything is not green. So make the two assumptions. Every frog is green. Everything is not green. Now, that might tell us that there are no frogs, right? But let's make a different claim than there are no frogs. Let's say there's at least one thing that is not a frog. There exists something that is not a frog. And there's good reasons for that. You can try to prove that nothing is a frog if you want. That might be a good thing to do if you're racing ahead and see how that works differently from something that's not a frog. Okay. We're trying to prove an existential. We've got some universals at the top. Universals, we wait till we've got new letters. Existentials, we wait because we've got to make a choice. So let's wait for a bit. All our rules say to wait. Somehow we've got to get a new letter somewhere. We need new letters to put in here, we need new letters to get in here. So we're going to arbitrarily, something is not a frog. We've got no other clues, nothing's going to tell us. So now we're going to hope. We're going to make a choice, put in something and hope. Because everything is waiting. And so we could have started at the top here instead, but I'm going to start at the bottom and say something is not a frog. Why? Because if you start from the bottom, you give more clues and more structure. Remember, a lot of the structure rules, you start at the bottom and they unfold upwards, so you get more automatic rules. If you're stuck, make a guess at the bottom, not at the top. Okay, and then I guess this is number 4, and from 4 we just introduced an existential. Okay, now that's an automatic rule. That's one we do straight away. That's a tick, or is it a double tick? So it's a double tick. Not if A. That's true if we assume if A and stuff goes crazy. So we're going to assume if A, hope things go crazy, then that will tell us not if A. We've introduced our negation. So now we've got a letter near the top, and that tells us something useful. So now we might just stick this letter in both of these and see what happens, see if we get something useful coming out of it. So without much of a plan, we're going to just throw the letter in there and hope. FA implies GA, 7, 8, not GA. That's from 1 and 2. We've only got the one letter, so just sticking them in and hoping. Now, can someone see what the next move is? Got an automatic rule, one we do rapidly. Anyone got any idea what we might be doing next? Yeah. Break down the implication in line 7. So if we had a FA, we could do that. But we do. That is the correct response. Yep. 5 and 7. If we had an FA, we get a GA, but we do have an FA, so now we've got a GA. Now, is that going to help? Don't know. See an arrow, do it. If you have an arrow, shoot it. So we did that. And now we can look. Oh, we're trying to get a contradiction. Is there any way we can get a contradiction? Oh, look, we're already there. So you do your automatic rules and you try to join up. We're trying to get a contradiction, and all we have to work with is GA and not GA. How can we get a contradiction out of that? We're already there. So do not panic. 8 and 9 contradict each other. We get ourselves a contradiction, which shows our original assumption that Anne is a frog was stupid, or at least contradictory, because then she has to be green and not green, and that's confusing. So she's clearly not a frog. So there is something that is not a frog. While I was rabbiting on there, did anyone prove that everything is not a frog?